Easy. Well, now seems like a good time to put FTW out. Day after day. Ladies and gentlemen, this World Cup of surprises just keeps on bringing up shocks. Because not only have Belgium been eliminated at the group stages, but Germany have joined them for the second World Cup in a row. After Japan came back from behind against Spain, having just lost to Costa Rica, Costa Rica were beating Germany, even though they lost 7-0 to Spain, with Rudiger and co on the way back home. How did it go so badly wrong for two of the biggest nations at this tournament? Imagine being Kiefer Moore bumping into the Germany squad at the airport.
Well, all right, lads. Guten Tag.
How could this have possibly happened? Now, honestly, I don't even know where to begin with the shenanigans that happened in Group E last night. Who would have thought that Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica could have provided such entertainment at this tournament? If anything, that was the one group you looked at and went, right, I think I know the two teams that are getting out of this, and there's nothing that can change my mind. But it turns out Japan's script writing department had something to say about it, because they provided yet another comeback against a side that they should be losing to.
Excuse me? Where's Morata? Where's Morata?
Now, I'll be honest, when I heard a right winger had caused devastation this week, I wondered what else Kanye West had said in that interview. So listen to this, yeah? Mugabe misunderstood. But it turns out it was Ritsu Doan striking a dagger through the hearts of Germany, coming off the bench again to score, this time to start a 3-minute comeback that would see them turn the game around against Spain. The second goal in this one was very, very controversial though. Ritsu Doan putting a ball across the box, the ball just being kept in play at the byline and then being bundled in the 51st minute. Now, the original images and pictures made it seem like the ball had firmly gone out of play, yet when checked on VAR, the goal was given. But as you can see from the reverse angle, there is still a tiny bit of the ball overhanging across the line. Though I do understand it might be pretty difficult to work out. Germany know a lot about balls being over white lines anyway, to be honest with you.
You fucking still going on about that?
Fred Lampard has very minimal sympathy after the injustice of 2010. I think these VAR decisions are really starting to cross the line. Am I right? You get checked, because obviously... No, but obviously I'm kidding. Like, it quite literally hasn't crossed the line. Germans at home are going to be needing some white lines to get over this result. Apparently, FIFA were looking at the Japanese feed for the decision, starting to realise why it took so long now. So Japan had come back from behind, and now they were going through as group winners at this point. Over at Germany's game versus Costa Rica, and they were leading, only for Costa Rica to equalise and then take the lead.
What the fucking hell's happening?
I'm gonna be honest with you, all hell was breaking loose. Costa Rica are just a group of lads that they got together a couple months ago. These lot went secondary school together. Half of them just go church on Sunday mornings. This is not a collective of professional footballers. They're just a group of mates that go to the pub. And in that moment, having beaten Japan on match day 2, it would be Japan and Costa Rica that were going through, with Spain and Germany going out. And I tell you what, those 16 seconds where that was the case were beautiful.
He was special.
But alas, literally 2 minutes later, and Kai Havertz decided to get a goal.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
This was just footballing terrorism. Why couldn't you let us have the good things in life? Germany would go on to take the lead, but they still needed Spain to do something in the other game. And having held up their part of the deal, they'll have felt betrayed knowing that Spain ended up behind.
Split or steal?
It's not like Spain weren't trying though. They were making positive substitutions. Baldy off for Fatty, which just in hindsight sounds like a Sunday League substitution. They were playing Rodri at centre-back, who's a midfielder. I mean, Pep Guardiola's gonna have a field day, realising he's now unlocked a new way for him to be stupid in the Champions League. Spain kept banging on the Japanese door, but they couldn't find a way through. And at full time, it was Japan 2, Spain 1, a winner coming through the finest of margins, a hair's width, sending Germany packing. In a week where Spotify Raptors come out, Germany's was pretty harsh. I don't know about you lot, but I'm in the top 0.1% of still being in this competition. Have some of that. Alan Shearer's reaction to it all was priceless. Jamal Musiala will be showing up at England FA's headquarters with his Croydon secondary school GCSE results, trying to get back into our national team.
What is that? What is that?
That's legged, yeah, legged.
You're taking the piss. Please leave.
And Bundesliga teams won't be accepting their Japanese stars back when they return from the World Cup.
Get out! Get out!
Kai Havertz was voted man of the match against Costa Rica, but something tells me he didn't really care about that award at that point. And the squad's silence after going out in the group stages was deafening. Manuel out in the group stages for a second World Cup in a row. Where did it all go wrong? Oh, not this again. Please, I need an answer. My boss needs a story. Meanwhile, having had his heart broken by a late Goetze goal in 2014, Lionel Messi had a strong message for Mario now that his German side are out of this tournament.
I knew you'd end up here, little nigga. Right where you belong.
I just can't believe this Japanese story, man. They're 1-0 down, then they come back from behind to beat Germany. Then they manage to lose against Costa Rica. It seems like it's all wrapped up and they're gonna go home. Then they come back from behind and beat Spain with 17% possession. Japan's goalkeeper Daniel Schmidt was disappointed knowing Germany had gone home until he realized that despite his German name, he was actually Japanese. Meanwhile, for Spain, despite the loss, they do just squeak through on goal difference. Wales' Nico Williams will be delighted knowing he's still in the tournament until he realizes it's Spain's Nico Williams that's still in the tournament. Meanwhile, for Belgium, and Kevin De Bruyne is happy that Germany's foolishness has at least detracted from their disaster class. And a quick word on Belgium, because obviously they were going out of the tournament as I was uploading FTW. The golden generation, it's wraps. End it. Wrap it up here. Toby Alderweireld will be 43 by the next World Cup. They'll have lost all of their defense, I think, pretty much by that point. De Bruyne, I think, will be 33 or 34. Lukaku will be about the same age, but they're not going to be as strong. And honestly, it's because they just can't get along. You know, you've got Kevin De Bruyne and Thibaut Courtois who hate each other for obvious reasons. Kevin De Bruyne and Vertonghen coming out and attacking each other in the media. Eden Hazard doesn't like any of them. Roberto Martinez is a dead food manager, and he's moonwalking out of his last interview as their boss. You've got Romelu Lukaku playing like Josie Altidore.
La caca!
I mean, for crying out loud, like, the guy missed 4 big chances after coming off the bench. Do you know how hard that is to do? The first chance of them all, a little bit unlucky because it hit the inside of the post, but he should have scored anyway. The second chance, absolute sitter. Like, that is one of the misses of the tournament. The third chance, unlucky because it kind of just bounced off him. And then the fourth chance, he has to be expecting it. He should have had a hat-trick so easily. The guy's gonna have to sneakily escape the stadium underground just so he's not seen by Belgian fans. Meanwhile, Kevin De Bruyne will just be happy that he's going back to training with Erling Haaland now. But yeah, mental group stages. There's still games to go as I'm recording this, which will also be equally crazy, you can imagine. But honestly, this World Cup in terms of the football is really delivering right now. Just not for Belgium or Germany, who will be going home early before you've even put your Christmas decorations up. I think for Belgium, kind of expected to an extent, not going out of the group stages, but underperforming. I thought they'd be a flop. But with Germany, I was really excited about them, you know. There's a little bit of a newer generation coming through. Hansi Flick is a great manager. Their form before the tournament was sensational, but ultimately losing to Japan was the killer. But let me know what you think about Germany and Belgium's early exits down in the comment section below. Did you see it coming, and what does it mean for the rest of the tournament? A massive shout out, of course, though, to Japan and of course Morocco, who I haven't mentioned either, both of which topping their groups, and with the other teams in those groups, that is sensational from both of them. If you enjoyed this video though, feel free to slap a like on it, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at the official FNG on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.